Sips and Ish, the podcast where we fail forward together over cocktails and real talk. My name is Alex Nepa. I'm a DJ. I'm a business owner. I'm a dad. I'm in a long-term relationship with the mother of my daughter. And I know a thing about failure, and I certainly know a thing about success. I know how to fail spectacularly, and I know how to dig myself out of my own holes for sure. And that's what this podcast is all about. It's about talking to people like me that have experienced failures in big ways. They've dug out of it, they've persevered, and they've become successes. And of course, the thing that makes this podcast unique is we're going to be doing it over drinks. Every single week, we are going to have a featured drink. Today, I'm drinking one of my favorites, definitely into my top 10 cocktails. I'm a huge bourbon lover. I love drinking bourbon in the winter. I kind of lean towards tequila in the summer and gin a little bit too. But today we've got the Paper Plane. If you've been following us on social media, you've already seen it. You've seen the recipe. This drink flies under the radar, and I don't know why. It was actually created in 2008 in New York City by a famous bartender, Sam Ross, and it's named after the popular MIA song that was a hit at the time as well. What the drink is, it's equal parts whiskey, bourbon, of course. It's Aperol, it's Amaro Nonino, and it's freshly squeezed lemon juice. My recipe here is 3/4 ounce of each. 3/4 ounce of lemon juice. Always go with the cheapest ingredient first in case you fuck the drink up because you're not dumping away expensive liquor. 3/4 ounce of Amaro Nonino, 3/4 ounce of Aperol, and it's 3/4 ounce of, I used Michter's small batch bourbon. Fantastic drink. And you got this cool orange color. If you guys are looking to build one on your own, pour those ingredients into a cocktail shaker full of ice, shake the shit out of that thing, strain it into a coupe, and you've got your beverage. I really love it. It's just that I like anything that's like a lemon and whiskey combination, whether it's a whiskey sour or whether it's a hot toddy on a freezing cold day. Just that nice balance of sweet and sour. It's very refreshing. I'm a fan of it, and I think you would be too if you enjoy bourbons and those kind of drinks. So every week, I'm going to teach you a little bit about bartending. But the cool thing about this podcast is we're going to be interviewing a new guest every week. And that guest is going to have a cocktail specially made for them by me, shipped to them, and we're going to enjoy it together over the podcast and over the conversation we have during the podcast. Next week is our real debut show. This show here is just introducing the format, telling you a little bit about myself. I promise you're going to learn a lot more during the podcast and the real shows. But my debut show next week, I'm super pumped. He's one of my best friends. He is the hardest working DJ in the industry, hands down. Dude works close to 400 events a year, obviously when there's not a pandemic. He's the in-game DJ, official in-game DJ for the Pittsburgh Steelers, as well as the Pitt Panthers, and for basketball and football there. I'm sorry that I hesitated. I have trouble talking about the Pittsburgh Panthers since I'm a Penn Stater. But I met Dave way back in the MySpace days, and we had a mutual admiration for each other's work, and we kept in touch and became very close friends. And there's nobody I'd rather have as the first guest on my show. We're going to have a unique guest every week. I know that I'm a DJ. A lot of our guests are going to be DJs just because that's my wheelhouse. That's the people I know. But we're definitely going to reach outside of the DJ world and talk to business leaders across the spectrum. That's really it. That's all I have to say today. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the show. I'm enjoying my cocktail right here. Hold on. I'm going to have one more sip of this. It's so fucking good, guys. Seriously. If you've never made yourself a paper plane, go out and get the ingredients. If you guys are kind of having trouble seeking out good ingredients, I can't recommend Astor Wine and Spirits from New York City. They ship across the nation. Great place to find your stuff. But that's not a paid ad. But if you don't have a sponsor yet, hopefully we will soon. But I just want to let you guys know you could find out all about the upcoming shows, our upcoming guests on our website, sipsandish.com. We're going to bring a whole library of merch stuff on our website. We're going to have a whole collection of apparel with Sips and Ish logos and all the different kinds of graphic t-shirts and hoodies and hats, you name it. So definitely check out our website from time to time. Obviously, we're going to put that stuff on our Instagram as well. All of our social media is at Sips and Ish. And of course, if you want to watch this on YouTube, of course, you could listen to this wherever podcasts are found, wherever your favorite place to listen to podcasts are. I know I like Apple Podcasts. Other people like Spotify. It's going to be up there. It's going to be in the Google Podcast location. Basically, every single place where podcasts are, this is going to be. But we're going to have a special YouTube version, which you might be watching now, and it's going to be unfiltered, uncut. It's going to be the actual recording, no editing or anything like that. So definitely tune in on YouTube. And if you do subscribe, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate the hell out of that if you do that. And lastly, stay the fuck tuned. It's going to be dope. I promise. My guests are going to raise the bar, and I'm going to do my best as a host. And worst comes to worst, guys, we get a little tipsy and enjoy some cocktails. So enjoy. We'll see you right here Tuesday, February 9th with DJ Digital Dave. Have a good night.